What if the most famous tower in history was not just a building? What if it was a weapon built to challenge God himself? And what if the story the Bible tells is only a fraction of what actually happened? In Genesis chapter 11, the entire world spoke one language. One people. One culture. One mission. They said to each other, "Come, let us build a city and a tower that reaches to the heavens so that we may make a name for ourselves." God looked down and said something remarkable: if as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. So he said, "Come, let us go down and confuse their language." But where exactly was the Tower of Babel? Most historians point to ancient Babylon in modern-day Iraq. The archaeological evidence is fascinating. The Babylonians built enormous step temples called ziggurats designed to reach toward the heavens. In ancient Babylon stood a great ziggurat known as Etemenanki, meaning house of the foundation of heaven and earth. Ancient records describe it as 7 levels tall and rising hundreds of feet into the sky. Many scholars have suggested it may have inspired the biblical Tower of Babel. But who built the tower? The Bible points to Nimrod, described as a mighty warrior and ruler whose kingdom included Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh. Later Jewish traditions portray him as a rebellious ruler who opposed heaven itself. What were they actually trying to build? The text says a tower reaching the heavens. In Mesopotamian belief, ziggurats were sacred structures connecting the earthly and divine realms, places where gods were believed to descend and humans approached the divine. God's response was swift. According to Genesis, human language was confused and the project collapsed, causing people to scatter across the earth. Modern linguists study possible common origins of human languages, including the proto-human language hypothesis. The idea remains debated, but it explores whether today's thousands of languages may share ancient roots. The Babel story also has echoes in other ancient traditions. Sumerian texts like in Merkur and the Lord of Aratta describe a time of a single language, while other cultures preserve stories of humanity, gods, and ancient civilizations. The Tower of Babel remains a powerful symbol of human ambition, unity, and the relationship between humanity and God. Do you think the Tower of Babel was real? Subscribe to Debart and join the discussion.